In the heart of a small village nestled between rolling green hills and ancient forests, there stood an old post office, its walls covered in ivy. This post office had served the community for generations, a place where hopes, dreams, and love were exchanged through handwritten letters. But now, in the age of technology, it was little more than a relic of a bygone era. Yet, among the dust and memories, one letter remained, a letter that would soon change everything. On a rainy afternoon, a young woman named Emily, new to the village, found herself drawn to the old post office. There was something comforting about the smell of aged paper and the quiet solitude of the place. As she wandered through the dusty aisles, her eyes were caught by an envelope yellowed with time, but still sealed. The name on the envelope, Lily, was almost erased by the years. But Emily, excuse me, sir, do you know anything about this letter? It looks so old. Mr. Thompson, pausing, that letter. Yes, I remember. It was supposed to be delivered decades ago, but fate had other plans. Mr. Thompson's voice softened as he began to recount the story. The letter was written by a young soldier named Thomas during World War II. He had fallen in love with a local girl named Lily, and they exchanged letters almost daily while he was at the front lines. But one day, the letters stopped. This final letter, the one Emily now held, had arrived too late. Lily, heartbroken and believing that Thomas had forgotten her, had moved away, leaving the village behind. Mr. Thomas wrote this on the day he was killed in action. It's his final words to Lily, words she never got to read. Until now, Emily couldn't shake the feeling that this letter needed to reach Lily. No matter how much time had passed, she embarked on a journey, traveling from town to town, piecing together the fragments of Lily and Thomas's life. After days of searching, Emily finally found Lily, living in a small cottage by the sea. The years had etched lines on her face, but her eyes still held the warmth of someone who had loved deeply. Emily's heart pounded as she handed Lily the letter, the words she had carried across time and distance finally reaching there. As Lily read the letter, her hands trembling, her mind was flooded with memories of Thomas. His words were filled with love, with hope, with a promise to return, a promise that was never fulfilled. Tears flowed down Lily's cheeks as she finished the letter, her heart breaking once more. But this time, there was also a sense of peace. After all these years, she finally had. As Emily walked away from the cottage, she knew she had been part of something much larger than herself. This was a love story that, though interrupted by war and time, had finally found its resolution. Some stories, no matter how old, are worth finishing. And sometimes, the greatest journey is the one that